Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and today we are starting our video, at least the intro of the video, in Ely, and we are at Ely Station, where maybe there might be a train coming in. I have no idea. I haven't actually planned a train to come in at any specific time, but I just thought we would start here because we started here in the last video and then we ended in Berwick, and these are the busiest stations currently on the map. Or perhaps West Mersey might be. No, Ely and Berwick-upon-Tweed are the two busiest stations on the map. However, in this video we are not going to be sticking around Ely. In fact, a couple of weeks ago I went ahead and built a branch line, which I spoke about last week, which was between Bracknell and Attleborough. And we used an abandoned station, and after using that abandoned station we moved along and followed the farm line for a little while, and then once we had diverged from the farm line we just sort of cut straight across the map. Created a little bit of a trench, what do you call it? I was going to say a gorge. Yes, I suppose it's a bit of a gorge through the land, and ended up in Attleborough very nicely. I then asked, what should I do to go ahead and... Oh, there is a train moving off. What should I do to go ahead and detail it? And I received some suggestions. And so I'm going to start applying a little bit in the way of those suggestions. So in this video we're going to be doing some detailing on that line, and I'm hoping to get most of the detailing done. May not get to do some of those coaling things or anything like that. I'm going to try and put a signal box in somewhere if that is possible. And then once we've done that in this video, I am then going to go ahead and get the trains running. So we're going to have some brand new trains running out from Bracknell going to Attleborough. So there'll be some branch line trains. In fact, probably quite similar to this train you see here. Although, looking at this train is rather big. I am going to have to do something about that because that train does look rather big. But there we go. Make sure you stay tuned, and as usual, thank you very much for your support, and thank you to those people who like, who comment, who have been subscribing, those who have joined my Discord channel, or Discord server should I say, and those who are supporting me on Patreon. All of that really does help my entire channel and what I am doing. Anyway, without further ado, let's roll the intro and let's get started. Alright, we have no time to waste, so here we are. This is where we're starting. Here is our old station, and just taking a look at this line to ensure that the line is okay, and I think all of it is. Of course we are not going to be running this bit here anymore. What I shall do though is I shall probably do a little bit of a... This is what I'm going to do. I'll do a little bit of a funky little, I'd say a locomotive swap around area. So obviously that we're not going to actually be swapping locomotives here, but it just gives it that sort of a look. The station thing needs to change. Just noticed that. Do you know what? I'm going to do that now instead. We need to change this. We cannot have this bit here. Right. 10 mile per hour? 15 miles per hour. 15 shall do. Nice and slow. Oh, of course. Every time this happens, every single time. There we go. That should be okay. Let's go ahead and put... No. There we go. Put that back in. 15 miles per hour. There and there. Out of that. 10 miles per hour out of here. Keep that flat. So this is the locomotive turnaround location. Plenty of space. And then I guess if I just go ahead and connect this at the 40, because this is supposed to be 40, I'll do that. And I guess, what should I do here? We could just do this. So if I go ahead and do, let's make this entire thing 10 miles per hour. So we're going to run this at 10 along here. So again, this is just the idea of getting to turn around. And that's quite close. So that's enough for a locomotive to be sat in. And then over here, probably want to do... No, hold on. We just need to try to make this as realistic as possible. And I think that will do. There we go. Job done. I think that will do rather nicely. So that is that bit of the station complete. We shall now continue all the way along here and see what else we need to do. Now we could give this person, this farm, a little bit more, but I think that at this point, probably not a good idea. Okay, borders along here. So this should not be all too difficult, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the marker tool. Wait, does the marker tool not work on... Help if I did that. There we go. I was going to say, does the marker tool not work? There we go. So the marker tool has changed a little, which is good. And it does work. It still has some of these little problems, but figure it out. There is a way to do it. I just don't know what it is. So I'll end up clicking many, many times here until I figure that out. There we go. Okay. Then we'll use the parallel tool. Now, how far away do we want? So 12 meters is normally what I use for a road. Let's try 15 meters. See what we have. That's pretty far. Let's not do that. Perhaps 13 meters will do. Ah, lost all of those. Could I do it from there? Do you think it will work from here? It's potential. Wait, if this is playing around like that, I could just... Never mind. Oh, that's worked very nicely. Let's go ahead and do 13 meters. On the other side, I'm going to do 12 meters or 11 meters. Let me just have a look. Okay, do you know what? 11 meters. I think 11 meters works better. Although at the 13 meters, we could put trees. Just looking at how close all of this is. And what would 9 meters look like? Could do 9 meters and then dump trees along it. And on this side, let's do 9 meters on this side too. I mean, we can always do trees behind. Okay, you know what? 9 meters it is. Let's go ahead and start deleting these little bits over here, which we no longer need in order to neaten this. There we go. Job done. And then I suppose I could do the exact same thing over here. Perhaps not from there, but from here. How do I turn these around? So I seem to be able to do it every now and then. Okay, well, if it doesn't want to do that, if it doesn't want to play like that, let's do it this way then. There we go. There to there. Same sort of concept. Is it going to do it on the right side though? Yes, it will be on this side. There we go. But obviously for this one, we're going to have to change it to be... can I do it from there? I can. Oh, and now you want to go the other way, don't you? Of course you do. Turn around. Come on, turn around. Every now and then, I get a little bit annoyed at the train lines when they're not listening. There we go. Maybe you have to click the yellow. Yes, perhaps that is what needs to be done. And then for this, we shall do it on this side. Like so. Job done. And all we'll now do is put a little bit of this connection in. That works very, very nicely. And then over here, I guess we will just connect it up just like that. And like that. This bit goes about there and there. That doesn't look very neat. Why is that not the way I want it to be? That's better. But even here, it's a little weird edge. This is all going to end up changing regardless, so I'm not too fussed at this point in time. But obviously later on, things are going to have to change. Let's go ahead and connect these up. We now have 2 wheat farms. Or wheat fields. No, I call them farms, but I guess they are technically fields, aren't they? Not exactly a farm. And then we've got this one split in 2. Now what could I do here? Should I leave that as an individual field or what? There we go. First bit of advice. What do you think I should do with that? Should I leave this as a little individual field? Should I fill it up with trees? Or should I connect it up with one of these? And I suppose similar to this, what do I do with this one? There we go. That is that section all done. And then I guess if I go ahead to the paint tools, make this smaller. This time I use the right tool. Okay, this is where it could be a little difficult. But I shall try my best. In fact, what am I doing? It's probably easier to do this and then repaint the edges. Why is this a bit slow? Is that better? There we go. That is better. I do like this grass, whatever this is. Which obviously I am now going to have to find to put back. Unless I decide to put trees along here, in which case, not going to make a difference. We'll come back to all of this and neatening these up once we've figured out exactly what we're doing. It doesn't seem to be eating up any of this properly. Or erasing it. I say eating up, erasing. Which is weird. Very strange. I guess since the update, a few things have changed. Things are a little bit smoother, and certain things work a little differently. Oh, all of this needs to be done too. This bit I could hardly tell. So might have got away with not having to do anything with it. Might have, might not have. There we go. I should probably just in preparation, just get rid of some of this bit. There we go. Now on this side it's quite close, but obviously we'll just do one side of it only, and then we can just see what happens. I could just put trees all the way along here. Maybe I should just do that, trees and bushes. No, let's do this the easy way. It's just a matter of obviously timing. No, it isn't the yellow. Somehow I turned that around. How did I turn that around? There we go. And this one goes all the way up to here. Maybe just double click, I don't know. And let's say we're going to put trees here, so let's make this 13. There we go, and then we've got space to line trees all the way along that. Okay, good. So that is that bit done. Let's go ahead and get the next lot done. Get rid of you and you. Should be easy to figure out where that is going to go. This bit I cannot do the way I want to. This bit I can, up to, I suppose, up to about... Okay, so the way I'm going to have to do this is I'll do it up to here, and then I'm going to have to use a gradient tool to try to do the other bits. This bit here cannot be done. And then this bit, I should be able to do this all the way down to there. Okay, great. And the reason I cannot do it is because it will follow the track as opposed to the contour of the land. So what's going to happen is you'll have farms that are all the way at the bottom. So it will cut the border all the way into here. So which is obviously not ideal. That shall do nicely. On this, we shall keep it... Should we keep it 13? And just put trees all the way along this entire section? Do you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Enough space for trees all the way along here. And there you can just about see it is starting to dip in. So I shall fix that. As it goes along. And then this is going to have to change. So that bit shall change. That looks okay. And then let's just use all of this up to here. And we are going up to, sure, we'll neaten up the end bit later. Trees here, yes, no, maybe. Let's have a look. It's fairly close to that. And then, say on this side, no trees on this side. We'll do 9 on this side. There we go. And in fact, that was almost perfect. So all we now need to do is break that, connect this up here with a straight, say straight, kind of straight, and then this bit will go along here. There we go. Look at that. This bit just does a connection there. I could just make all of this trees. That would be interesting. We could do that to that. Yep, that would work. If you can hear a train in the... train. Is that a train? Is that not a train? Plane. That's not a plane. That's something. No idea what that is. I can hear something. Sometimes we have light aircraft fly over. In fact, quite often we have light aircraft fly over where I live, and as well as jets and stuff. But usually, my microphone can avoid the jets unless it's something like a jumbo or something. Say jumbo's barely fly anymore. But you know, if it's anything like that, it's where jumbo freights. Sometimes it will pick it up, but most of the time I can avoid it picking any of that up. That looks pretty good. But why is this up? This is going to have to be... This kind of looks neat, though. That is actually quite neat. We are going to have to raise this. The reason being is that we need to be able to cross the railway. But let me sort this bit out first. So we'll just go ahead and do this first. So that bit is done there. And similarly, construction not possible. It's not going to give us a too much slope error, is it? As we saw before. And then up to there, that shall do. Okay, good. So that is that bit done. It just looks a bit strange, doesn't it, with these? But we'll work it out, figure out what's going on. I need to do the borders along here. This bit, yeah, this is all okay. So let's go ahead and sort this out. Should I do that? Should I do a sharp angle? Let's have a look. That's better. That does work better. And then I'll do this and then, oops. We'll run this all the way. Job done. This bit, run it like so, and then that will do. This needs to change to posts only. I feel like some of these change back. I'm not entirely sure, but I think some of them do. This bit can go there. This bit up to here, and then along. Ooh, come on, something along those lines. There we go. Job done. Looking reasonable. All the way along here, all the way along here. Doesn't look too bad. Just realised yes, I need to sort this out. What I really should do is, why don't I just get the trains running here? The line isn't going to change. So let me get the trains running. Signalling. I say let me get the trains running. Signalling is really important here. Going to move these signals there and there. Get rid of that. There we go. That is better. Okay, and I need a signal up here. Perfect. That's for that entire lot. That's quite a long distance, though. The trains will be waiting. I am a little concerned about that. I am definitely a little bit concerned about the distance of this wait. And if I were to let a train in here, creates a tiny block that at least lets additional trains through, because a train has to go from all the way along that before it's let through. And then of course we've got this bit, and then you've got the block there. Maybe this all needs to be double tracked, I don't know. Signal there. And this is all abandoned, so it doesn't... Oh no, wait. There's a train that uses this. So signal there, signal there, signal there. That one will go out that way. This one comes out this way, so we shall need a signal here. This is all a little bit complicated. A signal here. A signal here. this should allow it in without issue. I suppose this signal no longer needs to exist. I think that should be okay, as long as we have a signal here. Maybe? I'll have to have a look at that and see that there may be some adjustments required. But let me go ahead and create the route, because that is probably a good idea. So we'll go from Bracknell Branch, good name, to Attleborough. We shall colour it in that red, I suppose. Yes, that red shall do. P-A-R-R-A. Bracknell to Attleborough. There we go. Now, how does it look at running through these? It does pick the right track the entire way through. That is good. It does pick the right track. Okay. And then the depots, yeah, they'll all come out of here. And I suppose if I get it running, at least it gives us an idea of whether or not this is going to work. So let me go ahead and do that. So let's pick the trains. Bracknell train depot, buy vehicles. Oh look, generic steam engines, this is what we're going to use. I managed to get rid of some of the mods. Oh, didn't get rid of those. Whoops. I need to get rid of that mod, and that mod needs to go. I'm still keeping some of these. Oh yeah, the Kitson one can go as well, I think. But yes, slowly but surely I'm removing. As you can see, I have way less here now, which is much better. Somebody also, I think, who was it? Somebody, Steam Lance maybe, left a comment explaining what the lettering is at the end. So T is side tank, ST is saddle tank, WT is well tank, and BT is back tank. So cool. Thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. Let's go ahead and pick a tank engine, small tank engine, an 042. I think that should be more than enough to go on our journey. Let's use an 1885 one. Let's do that. And how many of these do we want? 2, 3? And this is one where I'm getting a little bit confused, unfortunately. There's more that needs to be. This 1850. There's more that I need to work out here as to what I should and should not use. 1865. 6, that has 8. I guess I could just do this with just an autosave. One of those. Waits for the autosave. Otherwise it will mess this up. So I think this episode's actually going rather nicely. No faff, unlike the last episode where there was a bit of faff at the start. No faff in this one. Or very little faff. This here is faff. It's a good word. I wonder if anybody uses that word outside of the UK. Does anybody else use the word faff? So let's go ahead and do one of those. No first class. 2 of those. And there we go. 32 capacity. We could buy. Let's just start with 2. See what the 2 are like. What on earth are you? Go away. Remove. Sell. That's it. There we go. Let's do that and get those 2 running. See how they work. Also, I'll just I'll go ahead and get a nice picture of this. If we want to get a decent picture, because this is probably a half decent location to see a picture because we have additional facilities here. There we go. Perfect. I say perfect. Somewhat perfect. That's not too bad at all. Okay, so I'll just get this running at whatever speed it needs to run at. Hello, what are you carrying? 8? Something is very wrong here. Very, very wrong. Anyway. Here's that line. Let's go ahead and continue fixing it up. So, we may need a bridge here. I have no idea how I'm going to do that. We need to connect up this bit here. In fact, I should probably get the border of this lot all done whilst I'm at it. That sounds like a good idea. This bit is all done up to there. This bit is not going to get done. This is going to stay as it is. I guess I could put a whole bunch of trees here if I wanted to. Although we already have loads of trees in this area. There we go. That's running along at a happy 50 miles per hour. Now, tell you what you do. You do me a favour. You turn around. You go to Bracknell. So that way we have a sort of crossing kind of thing. Now obviously this one's going to be in Bracknell way before this one is at Attleborough. But I could stop this and let the two run however they want to run. So I could go ahead and stop this, wait for the other. Yes, I think I shall do that. So you just... 7. Just stop there and wait. Okay. Whilst that is going on, let me go ahead and check this bit. I want to probably bring that back slightly. Bring this back slightly so I am able to do the border, and that one and that one. That should give me the opportunity to do the border all along here. Why is that raised up a little? That is something that I need to think about. Also, where is that train? It's made it. How many are waiting to go across to? 7 going back. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this train and send it on its merry way. There we go. Good. And this is on its merry way back. 6. Where'd the other person go? Right. This bit. Let's go ahead and do this. I'll do it from here. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. Please. There we go. Maybe you have to click within a certain time limit. Didn't think about that. Seems to be doing the trick. And it's supposed to be 11 meters, so we'll do 11 meters on that side. It's not 11 meters, it's 12 meters. 12 meters on that side. You know what? I'll stick with 11 on one side. It's a little tighter, but it's not too bad. There we go. So that at least allows us to start going about doing these connections to ensure that this farmland looks about right. Somewhat right anyway. I'll do that and that. Break that. And now we can also let's leave a little bit more of a gap along here. And how is this looking? So this is a little bit higher up. Now what I could do here is I could say that this is where things get a little awkward. So if I mark that and then bring it down, say a meter, how does it look? What I really should do is switch off. I think what is taking time here is check collision and limits. I actually think that is what's taking the time. So once that goes down, I shall switch that check collision and limits off. It's a good test for this system. Then I can report that back to the developer. There we go. Get rid of check collision and limits. So over here, same sort of concept. Bring that down. Nope, it's not the check collision limits. Could it be the auto delete marker? Could it be the info panel? Could be anything here. Switch off the info panel as well. Don't need that. But you can just about see how this is built up, and I need to sort of fix this. Let's get rid of the info panel. Is that low enough? No. Oh, whoops. Yes, I do need to select a node. Apologies. It is the info panel. There we go. Well, well, well. That is interesting. I was not expecting... So this needs to go down... So select that. That needs to go down 2 meters. And what I should now do... Does this need to go down further? No. How about you? You need to go down 1 meter. Yep. Info panel was the problem. And then what I should do is over here, if we leave this bit up, we then have a smooth gradient to that point. Okay, this is where it could be a bit awkward. From there to there, we then do a ramp equalizer. Again, switch all that off. It should be near instant, right? Has it done it? Hasn't. No, it hasn't done it. Yet. Maybe that didn't work. Oh dear, have I broken it? I heard a train. There's the train. Oh, we now have trains waiting. No, they're not waiting. It's frozen. Game's frozen. Oh, it's done it now. Maybe. Info panel's gone. Should have done it whilst it was paused. That's a really, really good idea. I just realised that this is all still running. When it's paused, everything works better. I've ruined the game. I've ruined the game. Well, anyway, we are getting somewhere, that's for sure. We're certainly getting somewhere. That will eventually do what it needs to do. So let's just have a look around, see what needs to happen next. There we go. It's done it. That is so much better. So much better. And then on this side, I guess we could do the same. Should we attempt it again? We'll attempt the exact same thing. And a ramp equalizer. No checking of any of that. Just, it's in pause mode now, so maybe this will work faster. There we go. That's how quickly it can be done. And then similarly, if we do this bit here to the end bit, equalize that, and then this bit's here to the end bit there, equalize that. This is such a good tool when it works how it's supposed to work. And now we actually have, now that is quite realistic. It's a little bit elevated. That is very realistic actually. Okay. So now let me connect this bit. and then realised that this bit wasn't needed. And this bit is okay. Look at that. That is all neat. That is all neat. Can I do some terrain modelling? Make that smaller. Make this, even this out. There we go. That works there. And then we shall have to do the same along here. That works quite nicely there too. Perfect. Over here we shall add a crossover. There we go. Can I put a double one or triple one? There we go. I'll get rid of one of them. That's better. That works very nicely. This bit I'm a little bit concerned about. I'm going to attempt something though. This is not going to work the way I want it to, but I shall attempt it regardless. Yep, that is what I thought it would do. Right. How am I going to do this? I want this to... Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to figure something out there. This bit along here, I guess I could put the remaining farmland in here. Now we can play this whilst that is going on. So I shall let that go. There we go. No, do not do that. Along there, along here. This doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Well, I say it doesn't have to be perfect. This is actually obviously all intentional. The curves, all of that kind of stuff, that needs to change. I'm going to move that. Do that like that. No, no, no. Is it C that they say? Yep. I saw a tooltip saying use the letter C to stop certain things happening, and it seems to work. There we go. Should I do this straight? Should I do this? This looks... What is that? This looks very... What is that? I could do that, curve it up and up to there. That could work. That could work very nicely. Look, in fact, that does look quite remarkable. Let's go ahead and connect these little bits up. 1 and 2. Break that. This could work nicely if I just do that. But I shall do a little bit more on that when the time comes. Break that. Connect this bit up. There we go. This bit I need to figure something out. This is let me make use of the tool, and yeah, let's make use of this tool and just do this, most of this right now. 12 meters on that side, job done. Excellent. And we can go ahead and do the exact same here. I don't do it up to this because sometimes that seems to cause a problem when it's at a junction. So that is the reason I don't do it up to a junction. And the junction area, I just sort of do this. Because, yes, as I said, it seems to occasionally cause issues. Right. This road here needs to be changed. So it is... I know which road it is. I know which road it is. I've seen them. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? It's one of these. There we go. Done. And then I can go ahead and do the exact same here. Now with this one, it's going to be a little bit awkward because I guess I need to do that. and then go ahead and start selecting from there. Oh, wrong way. There we go. All the way up to, I guess I could just do it all the way up to there. Shouldn't be a problem. Ah, yes. There we go. The marker section is shortened automatically. I did not know it did that. Okay. I did not know it did that. So can I do this side with it? I can! But this little bit is wrong. Although, if I go ahead and do this, then maybe I can just destroy that bit because there's no collision. Brain, why didn't you think of this earlier? And no, if I do this as a curved one, there we go. All of this is starting to take shape. Play that. There, all of it is starting to take shape very nicely. How are we going to end this video? Well, we've got a little bit of time to still go on the video. So I did say I wanted to sort this out, didn't I? This is down, so let's go ahead and grab that and lift it up a meter. Should we lift it up a meter? Is it the auto delete marker as well that causes issues? It could. 1 meter up works very nicely, and 1 meter up there works very nicely. Then all we do is we just work out where to. So if we start there and end here and ramp equalize, pause it, ramp equalize, there we go, and then do the same with this. Starts here, end here, ramp equalize, not use a parallel tool, ramp equalize, there we go. I made a mistake. That's fine though, because I'll just do this to it. Then we connect this up there. We connect this up, not like that. What? Why does... I'm very curious as to why Transport Fever 2 sometimes thinks, yes, this is how things should connect. Clearly. There we go. That seems to work better. This can come down across there. So now that is a farm in and of itself. This is one massive farm now. Although, I guess I could still do that to it. Yes, I think that is still somewhat reasonable. Let's go ahead and go to the paint tools and do some erasing of colours. Very difficult when the colours are similar to be able to erase it effectively. There we go. And then I suppose what I'll do is I'll get rid of that, this whole bit. Let's just get rid of all of this here. And then, let's see. Is it you? It is. That was quite easy to find. Just paint all of this. Just to give this bit so you can see where it was before. Why is this, even with 100% strength, seeming to have, or a strength of 1, which is of course 100%, seeming to have a brush border or a fade? Interesting. Oh well, I shall work around it. There we go. And this bit is, I think this is grass Alpine. Yes, it is. I'm surprised I remember these. I haven't used these in a long time now. Obviously, when I first made this, and I was trying to use all sorts of colours. And, yes. And this is all wheat. This one, I obviously know. I've used it multiple times. Quite often. So let's go ahead and put that all back in. All the way along there. And along here. Looking rather good. Very good. And then, what do we have left? Let's see. Actually, that is starting to... all is taking shape. Obviously, trees need to go in. So, if we get the trees in now... another crossing. Let's go. Does that work? That seems to work. Okay, so if I now just put some of the trees in, that should be a good time to end this video. So, oh wait. Oh, actually, when I put trees in here, it's all going to change. So, is there anything I can paint it with before I put trees in? Oh, should I put a field of lavender somewhere? Always like these lavender fields. Where should I put it? Where should I put it? Here. This one here. This is a lavender field. Why do I keep pressing that button? It's that one. Thing is, I'm not sure we see that many lavender fields in the UK. I know I've seen a few. I've certainly seen poppy fields. And other meadows, I suppose. Not really fields, are they? Meadows in a sense. This is a field though, because this looks like it is maintained. I'm not going to fill it up perfectly everywhere because I wouldn't expect it to be perfectly filled up. So if there's the odd spotty patch here and there, it doesn't really matter. There we go. So that is a lavender field completed. Trees. Tree. Which tree do we want? Obviously our good old oak trees. Single trees, please. And how should we place them? Let's place some oak trees here to start with. See, that is what I'm worried about. It's annoying. This border thing is very, very annoying. Or the terrain paint that it puts underneath it. At this point I'm just clicking randomly, roughly matching the shape of the line, but not perfectly. There we go. That's that done. Some trees, and then let's go ahead and get the darker ones in. Doesn't have to again be everywhere. And we'll leave that bit of a gap, and then there we go. Easiest way to do this is just to click. Oh wait, is there a... There's a way to avoid collision as well. Or I say avoid collision, to ignore collisions. There's a key, and I cannot remember which key it is. There we go, and then we'll go for the lighter one. So as I said, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect everywhere. That one was really bad though. Not going for that one. Here comes a train. Maybe I should just pause it here as then we shall be able to see how it looks with a picture. So I'll do that. I'll leave this bit open. I think that's probably something that we could do. There. Again, we could put the hazel bushes and all of that down at the bottom. Perhaps that's something to do later on. Not just yet. because that does take a lot of time. Like, I've managed to get a reasonable amount of detailing done here, I would say. Come on, there we go. And obviously the next episode is going to be episode 100, so I want to be able to do some sort of ride along or whatever in episode 100. There we go. That doesn't look too bad at all. If I just go ahead and do this. In fact, that actually looks really neat. There we go. Yeah, that does look really, really neat. Great. Oh look, that train's how many are you carrying? 25. How many are you carrying? 26. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish off this video. How long do we have? It's probably nearly an hour. But what I'll do is off camera, I'll probably, if I get time, fill in the rest of the trees. A good place to have put the trees would have been, where's that lavender field gone? There it is. If I put some trees here, just as for a picture, this could look fairly good. Just in this area. There we go. It doesn't have to, as I said, it doesn't have to be everywhere. Just got to wait, make sure that I do not miss the other train coming, that's all. Because of the way I want this, if I miss that train, it's going to be very annoying. Of course, we are at Attleborough, so the train will be coming back, even if I miss it. But still. I wonder why these are stretched on the icons. It's a bit strange. Come on, fit some of these in. There we go. Oh, that could be an excellent picture. Oh, this is going to be an excellent picture when it... Come on, train. This is where we will end the video. Because from here, we could do... Well, that... Just need the right angle for this. Okay. I'm going to do... Not tab out of the game, that was silly. I'm just going to do this. There we go. And you. Yep, that could work. Because if I then go ahead and do that, and then get an autosave. See, the autosave is telling me you've been going on for far too long. And I do this, I can have a train right across that. That is going to be high quality right there. Once the autosave goes. So, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Can I hear the train? No. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so. I think I can hear the train. I can certainly hear that one. If you can do so at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really, really help me out. And also, you can find me on social media at ECGadget LP for both Twitter and Instagram. Lastly, do go check out my Discord server. Link to that is also in the description box below. That is all from me. I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Here comes the train. Excellent. Maybe not perfect, but that will do. I'll see you next time.